Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome to another great product spotlight video brought to you by Mount Baker Vapor. And today we're going to take an up-close look at a product that is going to be hitting our shelves any day now, something that I'm sure all of you guys are going to be excited about, because who doesn't love SMOK products? For those of you that aren't familiar, SMOK, they have a huge following. I mean, they can't release something without it being completely sold out and being almost impossible to get your hands on. And while they do put out a lot of products, I mean, and some people that frustrates them, I feel like that's a really good thing. There's always something available out there for people that are looking to make that transition from a smaller device to a larger device, or just upgrade something that they already own. And SMOK provides quality products consistently that allow you to do that. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take an up close look at a little product we have here called the H-Priv 2 kit. So why don't we go ahead and dive down, unbox it, and see what's inside. All right, and here is our up-close look at the H-Priv 2 kit from SMOK. So those of you that aren't familiar with SMOK, this is the second version of the H-Priv. I want to say probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I could be wrong. There was another H-Priv kit, and that one, very similar design, which featured a big baby beast on it. And what we have here is we have the upgraded, improved version of that kit, and it's available in all sorts of colors today. We have the gold one, and you can see, basic packaging here, typical SMOK packaging. They always have this colorful sleeve on the outside with a picture of the device inside. Then we've got the basic SMOK black box as well, packed in there pretty tight. And what we got inside when we first open it up is we have the mod itself. And right off the bat, you can notice a few differences from other SMOK products, let's say like the Alien, or even, I believe it's the X-Priv 2 that we also carry online, which has a large user interface on the side. This has got a little bit different design, very sleek looking, very clean. One of the things I like about this is that you've got the screen mounted up here on top. So if you're not looking for a huge screen, this is really great just because of the position of the adjustment buttons, and you can see your wattage right there. So I mean, it's as simple as looking at it, making an adjustment. You're not trying to find, is it on the side, is it on the front? So just kind of a little convenience. You can also see the coloring on this and the way they designed it. You've got this low profile side click button, which is really nice. There is some nice tension to it. So if you got this in your pocket, you're not going to be firing it or accidentally firing it in your hand, which is awesome. But it's got some resistance to it as well, which is also good. And we've got these carbon fiber accents and the painted chassis. And it really seems like SMOK did a really great job of upgrading their manufacturing process as far as the design of this product went, and as far as the paint goes. So really high quality paint. And on these side panels here, you can see that there's this plastic overlaying this colored, what appears to kind of have like almost a carbon fiber sort of look to it, but it's got this honeycomb design, and I believe they call these, I think it's prism. A prism design is what SMOK is calling that. So just all around a really good looking mod. I was personally a fan of the gold. I kind of like how it looks flashy. I love these black accents. But for those of you maybe that were wondering or purchased SMOK products before, it just looked really durable to me. And I love this plastic coating. So you can put this in your pocket and you're not really going to get a lot of dings and scratches on it from it rubbing up against other stuff. Or if you drop it. Also what I like about the screen. So I mean, it's kind of out of the way there. So that's really not in any danger of being broken either. So there we go, we got the 2 battery mod there. Inside, as usual, SMOK does provide us with tons of goodies. We've got an instruction booklet that'll tell you everything you need to know about this mod. We've got a bag of extras with some O-rings, a replacement seal for the top fill cap. We have also got a battery safety card, and I really like that. We can't stress how important battery safety is, especially if you haven't been using a device that has external batteries. Whether they're internal or external, battery is of the utmost importance, especially being safe. and a warranty card from SMOK as well. In addition to that, we have a USB charging cable. You can charge this via USB port. We have an extra coil, a replacement glass, and the tank. So the way SMOK puts these kits together, the tank is always going to be very matchy-matchy with the mod. So you got this nice clean looking setup here. So we have a gold tank, and now what this tank we're looking at here is, it's the TFV12, and this is the big baby beast. So for those of you that are familiar with the TFV8, the TFV8 had a TFV8 baby and a TFV8 big baby, and that's kind of what SMOK is doing here with the TFV12. And they incorporated a lot of the features like this push button top fill so that you can lock the top fill and it's not just going to pop right open, which the TFV12 Prince also has. And we got this nice bubble glass. So not only do you get the straight, I believe it's a 4 mil glass, it comes with a 6 mil bubble glass included. And we got the nice adjustable bottom airflow rings. And I really do like the tension on this. You know, it's got some resistance to it, so you can kind of set and forget your airflow there. Also, if you were already using a TFV8 baby or big baby tank, this does use the same coil, so you can use those pre-existing coils if you have some lying around, which is nice. However, SMOK isn't just trying to push off a new product on you and call it something different. They have developed new coils. So inside here, we have your standard baby coil, TFV8 baby coil, which is a 0.4, and I believe this is the Q4 coil. But SMOK also included a baby coil that is a T12 coil. So it's got 4 triple parallel coils inside, and I don't know if you can see it there. Tons of wicking there, so this thing should wick like a champ. And it does have a wide wattage range. This runs from 50 to 90 watts and is best at 60 to 80 watts. So yeah, that's a little something that's new to this tank. I'm not sure if it's just for the TFV12 Prince baby or the big baby as well. I would imagine both. But they also have these coils that do light up, which is interesting. So be on the lookout for those. It kind of adds a little aesthetic to your tank, so it'll light up and kind of colors the vapor that comes out of your tank. So as usual, tons of goodies that come in this package, which is one of the great things about this. So if you're transitioning from a smaller device and you want to get a sizable setup, you know, something like a box mod with a larger sub-ohm tank, SMOK makes that super easy for you to do. They've got everything included in one package. It looks good, it's well built, and it functions flawlessly. They also improved upon their battery door design. So with something like the Alien, they had the battery door that flipped. You pushed it and it flipped open. Kind of the same design here, but I thought it was a little better. So you've also got the bottom hinge battery door. One thing I like about this is there's tons of tension when you put the battery in. So this door isn't just gonna flop open. And it also has a notch here to lock it. The notch isn't on the outside, it's on the inside, and it will clip right into here. So it gives you some security there. What we're looking at is a dual 18650 battery mod. So you will need 2 external 18650 batteries to run this device. And I just happen to have some of my batteries here. Of course, I'm using my favorite batteries, my OhmTech OhmLife batteries. These are always my go-to batteries when I'm using any box mod, just because of the life they have and the quality of these batteries and the longevity, and they just work so well for me. I can't imagine using anything else. Clearly here at the bottom you can see where it's labeled, so plus, minus, it will tell you where your positive and negative leads need to go on your battery. Obviously button side positive, flat side is going to be negative. So in slot A, we want positive facing up. In slot B, negative flat side facing up. And like I said, there you can see there's some resistance there. So you're gonna have to press on it to really get it in there and close it. But what that means is that since there's that tension on the battery door, because the batteries are in there now, you know, this just isn't gonna pop right open. You really have to use these ridges here to press against it and pop that open. So that's nice. Definitely a pro in my opinion. I do like that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fire this on. 5 clicks to fire the mod on. And then you've got a very simple readout here up top in this little square user interface. So if you're looking for something with a really bright, colorful user interface, this is probably not the device for you, but personally I like it just because it's going to be better on my battery life. I'm not going to have tons of color and tons of light draining all the power out of my battery because I've got flashing going on and a large screen. Just very simple, and it's got your basic readouts. We've got a wattage readout, an ohm readout, a voltage readout, and then there's the puff counter down there as well. And to navigate through this menu, it's very simple, just like a lot of the other SMOK devices. So this device here, this is a 225 watt device, so it can run anywhere from 1 watt all the way up to 225 watts. It does have temp control mode, and it also does have it has temp control. The resistance. So yeah, it can run down to 0.1 resistance. For anyone looking to get below 0.1, this is not the device for you. It can go to 0.05, but that's only in temp control mode. So if you're not looking in temp control mode, you're not looking to make builds for temp control setup, probably not the device for you, but good to know. That way, if you want to throw an RDA on here, you know what your builds have to read at in order for your device to read it and function properly. So what we're going to do is kind of just navigate through the menu. And to do that, you're going to want to do 3 clicks. That takes us into mode, puff counter, settings, back to power. And if you hold it on power, it'll take it off. So let's go into mode. And you're going to want to long press once you've selected mode. And we're going to select wattage mode, long press. And it's asking us for the strength. So you can customize your strength. There's a normal resistance. You can also navigate through here. So you'll see these 2 arrows on the side of your options there, and you can use that to scroll through your options. So we've got normal, soft, hard, and then you're going to want to long press on that to select. So now we're running in wattage mode, but we have customized our, I think of it almost like a ramp up feature to be hard. So that means that it's going to hit this atomizer automatically. We're going to get that vapor production right away, and you're going to get more vapor out of it at the same wattage than you would in say normal or soft mode. So we can cycle through those. If you go to settings, long press, you can go into stealth mode and turn this screen off. Not that anyone can really see it. Contrast to adjust those settings. Screen rotation as well. Adjust your ohms as well if you have a pre-built coil or a special built coil. And then there's also one for download. So this does have firmware updates. And then if you don't want to select anything to get out of these, there we go, we're out. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and throw our tank on top, and we got the TFV12 Baby Beast. You know, you can also get some more information about the menu functions inside of the instruction book. The instruction book that SMOK provides with this device is actually really helpful. So what we're seeing here is we've got the coil that's kind of stuck on the chimney. I think this has something to do with SMOK's manufacturing process, so if this happens to you, don't freak out. This is pretty normal. Like I did, what I would do if I were you, I would just take the glass off. If you try twisting the coil from the bottom, you're going to pull the bottom of this coil out and the coil is ruined. So I just take the glass off, grab the coil, and twist righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and breaks it right off. You know, I think the way that they manufacture these tanks, when they pre-install this coil, it just gets torqued on there really good. Very easy fix. And we just pop our glass right back on, and you can see those big O-rings there, nice seals. So we're going to screw this coil into the base of the tank. going to go ahead and prime the coil. So always want to make sure to prime your coil. It's really important to do so. That way, when you fire this coil, you're getting that flavor right off the bat. It's not going to take as long to wick naturally, and you won't burn your cotton. So today we are using some Butterscotch e-juice from Mount Baker Vapor. If you're looking for a great sweet candy flavor, definitely recommend this one. Just really good butterscotch flavor. When I first started here at MBV, I gotta say this was probably one of my favorite flavors. So it's kind of nice to come back to it just because I haven't vaped it for a while. I kind of burnt myself out. Definitely a good flavor though. And everybody around you will actually love you for vaping it because it also smells delicious. Put a little juice right here at the top of the coil on the cotton, and then we've put a couple dabs of juice on each one of the wicking holes on the coil on each side. We'll go ahead and screw our tank back together and install it onto our H-Priv 2 mod. Screws right on there. Really nice, smooth 510 connection. Makes really good contact. There's not too much tension on there, so you don't have to crank it down. Just a nice, easy fit. Now we can see that we're reading at 0.44 ohms. So the recommended wattage on this coil is between 30 and 65 watts, and best between 50 and 60. So I'm going to go ahead and set our wattage to 50. What we're going to do is we're going to scroll up using these adjustment buttons here, and it looks like we're locked out. To lock and unlock the device, just click it quickly 5 times. So now let's just hold that down, and you can see how quickly that scrolls. I'm already at 82 watts. And if you long press, it will move in 1 watt increments. And we are at 50 watts. Let's not forget to put some juice in our tank. Go ahead and fill this 6 ml tank up with some butterscotch juice. Nice and easy to fill. Gotta love that top fill, and I love the extra sense of security that this locking button on the top fill swivel really gives me. You know, you don't have to worry about this popping open. There you have it. You kind of got to like the way that bronze gold colored looking juice looks with that gold setup there. It looks very clean. Also, this prism look with the gold, also very nice. And you will see that on most of the X-Privs, the prism design. Why don't we go ahead and do what we always do, head back up, vape on it, and see what it's all about. All right, so here we've got our H-Priv 2 kit, and we've got the TFE12 Prince Big Baby Beast sitting on top. Like I said, I really love the color scheme. I didn't mention it before, but I really love these Cobra resin drip tips that they include with this, with these tanks. And it is a wide bore drip tip. It is an 810 drip tip, but it's got these really substantial O-rings here, 2 O-rings here, and it really makes sure that your drip tip is gonna stay in place, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about losing that. I had that happen to me a couple times with my TFV8. I would bump it, or I would take it out of my pocket and the drip tip would be missing. So I always found myself searching for a drip tip for it. So that is really nice. I do enjoy that. Yeah, so we got it set at 50 watts. Got it filled up with our butterscotch juice. I've got the airflow about halfway open. Let's go ahead and take a rip on it and see how it performs. Nice smooth airflow. Not getting any whistling off that airflow. Very smooth, very balanced. Getting really good, clean flavor out of here. For those of you that love trucking clouds, you're really gonna love this device just because of that airflow and these coils. They really do produce a lot of vapor production, so be prepared for that. And that's only at a little less than halfway open on each side, so dual airflow slots on the bottom. We can crank this coil up to 60, I believe, 65. So why don't we go ahead and crank it all the way up to 65. Just to see what it does. There we go, 65 watts. Do another one halfway open. I think 65 watts probably a little too high. I wouldn't necessarily run the coil at the max personally. At the max wattage, I did find I was getting a little burnt hit, but there is a wide range of wattage there, so maybe a few below. I think if we go 60, we should be good. One of the tricky things I'm dealing with is this little rocker panel button style that they have. If you press right there in the middle, you don't press exactly on the up or down button, you will lock and unlock your device. But it's as simple as pressing it again, both of them at the same time, which is super easy to do, obviously, and you can unlock it. So we got 60 watts, max airflow, open all the way with this wide bore Cobra resin drip tip. And that was much better. I didn't get any burn hits that time. I'm getting a nice warm vape, but almost on the cooler side, so not super warm. It's not a hot vape. This is a 0.4 coil, but really, really flavorful and just, yeah, just nice and easy to vape on. Definitely something I'm digging. Super, super easy to use. So, if you're looking to pick up a new box mod, or you just really love SMOK products, you want to add something to collection, you know where to do it. MT Baker Vapor. Make sure to check out our Butterscotch juice while you're there. Definitely something I think you will enjoy if you're looking for a good candy dessert flavor. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I vaped on it, but it is super delicious. I think I'm gonna have to go back to my roots here. So make sure to follow us on all our social media channels: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like and comment on our videos, and stay tuned because we will be bringing you more great product spotlight videos from Mount Baker Vapor. Thanks for joining us.